And I gotta turn your volume down. Change my Let's see. I think we might be back. I think we might be back. Is we back? Oh, we back.
We back?
Oh, we back. We back. We back.
We back in action.
We back. Whew.
Can y'all hear us? If y'all can hear us, yes, y'all. Can we get a yes, y'all on there?
Wait, let's see. Oh, yeah. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Homestead Heart.
Welcome to Homestead Heart, y'all.
Oh, man.
Yes, we are live in memory.
Oh, look, let's see something here. Oh, man. So I can't do that. Well, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Homestead Heart. Now I'm going to sit back and get comfortable. Can I sit back and get comfortable?
Go ahead, Mrs. H.
Thank you so much. It's been a long day.
Yes.
I might need a pillow, but how my back.
You need a pillow?
Could you use the long arm? Thank you.
There you go. There you go, Mrs. H.
Welcome, y'all. Welcome to Homestead Heart.
Yes,
y'all.
Yes, we're live. We're live. We're waiting on everybody to come in. Is everybody come on in here?
I'm lagging a little bit. Let me see something here. I might have to make some adjustments. Let's see. I'm lagging, you all. I'm lagging. Oh, here we go. Here's everybody.
Okay.
Here we go. Now we rocking and rolling. Let me see who I missed. Let me see. Jeremiah 3227. Steve Mikowski. Jay Moore, my Renaissance grandma in the house.
Beverly Johnson.
Secret. Beverly Johnson, Deborah Falker, Yurik Remuge. I'm sorry if I'm messing that up. Kathleen Miner, Beverly Johnson, Vivian Yurton, Dawn Ray B, Mary DeVincio, P. Holland, Michelle Flannery, Sana Renee's Apartmentstead, Lorraine McClelland, sorry about that.
Shonda
Davis, Carmen Guidry. Who else? Journey Under the Sun in the house.
Who's that?
S. Cobb 1, S. Battle, Rochelle Tate. I'm trying to see if I can see these things.
Is that Swift Arrow?
Where? Swift Arrow.
I like that name. Swift Arrow in the house.
Tamara Payton, Miss No Slick Name, P. Collier, Star O, Karen Brenner, S&MJ's Garden, Clam Diggers.
Oh, man.
It's a lot of folks in the house.
Hopefully we got some newbies.
MGT for life.
Oh, MGT for life.
Judy Jules, S. Tanger, C. Stone. Survival tips from Shirley.
Oh, man.
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome to Homestead Heart. We're going live like we say we were earlier, you know.
I almost said, welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge.
You was about to say what?
I was about to say, welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge.
Greenhouse Lounge.
Oh, my goodness.
Man. Where you get the Greenhouse Lounge from?
They just laid for me like a lid.
Oh, okay.
St. George, Utah. That's wonderful. Jeremiah 3227. Oh, wow. Oh, I think I got a mosquito. Piece of my heart homestead. All right, now I like that. BJ Bumblebee.
Okay, DJ Bumblebee. All right.
Just Brown Sugar Collection.
We got some names up in here, y'all.
Yes, we do. Anna Larson from Catskill, upstate New York.
New York in the house.
Kip Russell. Hey there. From South Alabama. Carbs Homestead. Good day, Australia.
Oh, man.
I think Australia is like one of our top 3 countries that follow our channel. I was looking at the top 3, of course, not including the U.S. because, of course, the majority of our viewers are going to be from the U.S. However, in our top 3, Australia is in our top 3. How about that?
Australia.
Yeah, man. Australia's in our top 3.
The land down under.
Yes.
Okay.
The Loud Family Homestead. G Mama Grows is in the house. It's so good to see everyone. I'm telling you, I think a mosquito bit me. It's burning now. Man. Empress AJ.
What is it? 999.
Where? 999 lumen. Gina Brown from Washington State. Hey, 2%.
2%.
Fan page is from Florida. I want to say a big thank you to all of our moderators who do a great job of moderating.
Yeah. Doing their job.
Thank y'all so much for moderating.
Yeah, they're doing their job.
Appreciate y'all so much for that. It's so good to see everybody here with us here tonight, Homestead Heart.
Yes, Homestead Heart Live.
Judy Thompson from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Oh, man, Tennessee.
Green Sugar Homestead. Now, Green Sugar Homestead is in Oklahoma.
Okay. Oklahoma in the house.
Yes. Look, y'all, I'm telling y'all, it's as we continue, Appalachian American Homestead, hi from Upper East Tennessee. We love y'all back. MGT for life, we love y'all back.
We love y'all back. Yes, we do. MGT for life.
Louisiana's in the house.
Oh, yeah. Louisiana. Give a shout out to Louisiana.
The order of today, I know, huh?
Yeah.
That's home for us. That's home, right?
Yeah.
Louisiana's home. That's home. We've been thinking about the people of Kentucky with the floods, and then, of course, with all the wildfires that's going on.
Yeah.
It's so much going on, y'all.
Yeah.
If you're not in those areas, pray for those who are.
Yeah.
And be thankful, right?
Yeah, because
those things happen so fast.
Yeah, back to back.
Yeah, yeah. Sunflower, hopefully, from Chicago, from Chi-Town.
Oh, man. Chi-Town in the house?
Chi-Town is in
Chi-Town
the house. Chi-Town. Detroit is in the house.
Detroit.
Yes.
Motor City.
Todd Matson, Eden's Refuge, long-time subscriber, first time for a live. Howdy from Central Texas. Yeehaw.
Oh, Central Texas. So you call him the cowboy, huh?
Oh, Tracy says, thank you for teaching me how to can. Thank you for finding our videos helpful enough to want to learn from us.
Yes.
Thank you so much. That is so beautiful.
Big Joe.
Jason in Virginia. You see Big Joe?
No, that's Big John.
Where?
So,
Big John?
Yeah.
Where? Oh, Big John from Kentucky.
Yeah, Big John. Kentucky in the house.
Yes, Kentucky is in the house. We got so many folks in here.
Oh, yeah.
The order today says I'm trying to can whole turkeys.
Ooh. Well, you're going to need a lot of cans. You're going to have to chop that turkey up. You're going to have to dissect it and bisect it. That's a lot of meat. Unless you get one of them big ones, I don't know how that's gonna work. But you just probably chop it all up and put it in there.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. With the prices of turkey being what it is today, especially ground turkey, it is a smart idea to buy whole turkeys and get them off the bone and can them up that way. Yeah. Because the price of turkey is through the roof.
Yeah. And it's always good to do it early before things get really crazy. Yes. Because you know that what you call it, sticker price shopping?
Sticker shock, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That'll get you.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. It gets us every time. Y'all saw the video I posted that the New Orleans gardener, I shared her post where she was showing chicken breasts. I think it was like $36 a package for some chicken breasts. I'm like, that is insanely crazy.
$36 for some chicken breasts?
$36.
Wow.
D.A. Smith says, watching from Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh, Birmingham.
Yes.
Alabama's in the house.
Yes. Carmen says, I received my Kush seeds as well. Also ordered bell peppers and green beans just cause. Yeah. Thank you so much for supporting our little seed store.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You know, we are actually happy to do it, to tell you the truth. Yeah. It's a lot of work, but we are so glad to be able to do that, to offer seeds like for that price, right? Yeah. Yeah. And you know, we hear the words, you know, why are y'all selling them like that? Y'all can sell them for this price and make a whole lot of, it's not really about that for us. It's more or less about getting seeds in everybody's hands, because the goal is to help everybody to grow their groceries. Yeah. This is not a get rich quick thing. If it was, we would be charging $3 or $4. Yeah.
And also,
but that's not what we're doing.
Yeah. And also what the name of this video is, the power
is in your hands.
Is in your hands.
Amen.
So really, if you got seeds in your hand, that's that power.
It is.
That's that power that's in your hands.
Yeah.
Just gotta
the
believe.
Power is in your hands, right? It's like Mr. H was saying. And speaking of Kush seeds, here they go right here. I don't know if y'all can see that, but here they go right here. These are the Kush seeds that's on our seed store, and the seeds that I planted in the garden, right? I planted, let me see, I saved seeds from my own Kush, and then I had these right here, and I planted them both. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I can't tell the difference. They all did well. They all did extremely well.
Yes.
So listen, the power is in your hands. I got Kush in there on the floor right now. If you haven't seen that video where I harvested the Kush, maybe y'all can check that video out after the live is over. But inside of one Kush, you all, there are hundreds upon hundreds of these seeds.
Yes.
Okay, you can get a ton of seeds from one Kush. Is there anybody here who has never seen a Kush? Anybody? I would love to know.
Well, I'm gonna go get one to show them, just so they can see. Exactly.
Our seed store is Homesteadheartcom. If one of our moderators would be so kind as to post that in the chat, it's Homesteadheartcom. Now, Kush Pat Ya is a type of squash, but it's a very delicious squash. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. Please go watch that video I did on the Kush. Okay, it originated with the natives of this land, right? That's a Kush right there, if you've never seen it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a Kush. And we planted 6 seeds, and our first harvest off those 6 seeds was 10. And we got about 10 more out there right now.
Yeah. And it's kind of heavy though.
We got 10 more out there that we'll be harvesting real soon. I sent the bulk of what we have, I sent them back home to Louisiana to my family. So they have the Kush there. Yeah, that's what they look like. Can one of the moderators post the link to the seed store, please? Yes. The way I cook mine is I boil it until it's somewhat tender, and then I put it in. After that, I drain all the water out, and I put it in cast iron, and I add some sugar, I add some butter, I add some cinnamon, I add some nutmeg, a little bit of salt and pepper, and I cook it till it comes together perfectly, until it's the right texture and consistency that I like, right? I don't like it real soft and mushy. I like for it to have a little texture to it, right? Or you can get it really soft and mushy and make it into a pie. A lot of people make cushaw pies out of it, right? But that's the way I cook mine. And I'm still gonna, I haven't even cut open a cushaw yet. So I'm still gonna show you how we do that.
So you're gonna give a demonstration?
Yes, sir.
She's gonna give a demonstration, y'all.
Stir, yes, stir.
Okay, Sergeant.
Major pain.
Major pain. That's what she was trying to sound like, major pain.
Major pain.
Yeah.
It's considered a winter squash, but you grow them in the summer, okay? It's a winter squash, but you don't grow winter squash in the winter. You grow winter squash in the summer, okay? Now, if you're going to be doing like a sugar pie pumpkin, you can probably get those seeds going right now. Sugar pie pumpkin, you can plant those right now and be ready to harvest those. What is this, August?
Yes.
Yeah, you'll be ready to harvest those sometime late October, depending on your zone. For us here in zone 8, we can plant them right now, and we'll be harvesting the little sugar pies by late October, early November, long before the frost come in our area. Okay, now you can prepare cushaw like a soup if you want. Like some people do like a butternut squash soup. You can do that if you want to do a cushaw soup. You will have to strain it if you want it to be like real fine. You'll have to run it through a sieve to get the bigger pieces out. But you can do that if you want.
Good.
Jan Penland says her cushaw is that big and still growing.
Wow.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. The Cushaw crew.
Yes.
The Cushaw crew. That's
yes, Elaine, you can can it. I'm going to be canning some of mine too.
Oh, man.
Absolutely, you can can it.
Oh, man. Look at that.
And when I can it, I am going to do a video.
Wow.
Yes, I am.
So Cushaw,
Anna, no, I don't have on there how many seeds is in a pack. I can tell you this though, and I'm gonna do better by that the next season, but I can tell you this is that it's probably comparable to or better than what you buy anywhere else. So if you buy, I don't know, a rare tomato seed from somewhere, and they may give you like 10 seeds in a pack, we're probably going to give you twice that amount in a pack.
Yeah.
Okay. The rarer the seed, the fewer the amount of seeds you get. And that's kind of standard.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so,
but we do try to give quite a bit. We give you enough seeds to probably last you for 2 growing seasons.
And then also you can save seeds. Which stuff you grow.
Yeah, everything that we have on our seed store is heirloom seeds, with the exception of the F1 spinach. It is a first generation hybrid, but we put that on there because it's so easy to grow. Yeah. And not like a genetically modified seed. It's none of that. Of course, we don't have a license to do that. So we don't sell genetically modified seeds, nor do we have an interest in selling anything fake. Okay.
Yeah. So hybrid seeds is seeds that come from one plant.
2 different plants.
Two different plants.
Yeah. And they typically try to pull the best genetics from each plant to make a better plant, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So in this case, that F1 hybrid spinach that we had on the seed store, it was a slow bolting spinach that could withstand heat a little bit longer than other spinach varieties.
Yes.
So that's why we had that one on the seed store, and it tastes good.
Yeah. And it's not GMO.
No, we don't do that.
Repeat that. It's not GMO.
Randy, if you like lumpy soup, you can keep that cushaw. He said he like lumpy soup. So you can keep that lumpy soup.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He like lumpy soup?
He like lumpy soup. Oh, my goodness. Now, wait a minute. What I miss? Let me see. I missed somebody's question. I didn't see it. Let me see. Thank you, Michelle. I don't know. I just missed something. Spirit Field says they have learned how to save seeds. My favorite book, I'm reading it right now. I don't have it in here with me.
I'm gonna go get it.
My favorite, one of my favorite books, one of my favorite books is Seed to Seed. I love this book because this book, this is it right here. Oh, you can't see it. There it is, Seed to Seed. I love this book because it tells you, it gives you so much information like about the seed, about the variety of plant that you're growing. And it also teaches you how to save the seed from that if you're not familiar with how to save seeds. Now, I lost the chat. I'll be back. Hold up. I lost the chat. Okay, I'm back. Thank you, Kimberly Williams. Thank you so much for your super chat. I didn't see it at first. Thank you so much. Hey, Happy Mac. Now, somebody said, let me see. What did they say? Hey, Brooke Farmer.
Brooke Farmer in the house.
Dragon Queen says, I just got my seeds.
Okay.
Okay, now, let's see. Somebody said, P. Collier said, I made your purples.
Look at that.
I made your purples. Oh, that's funny. Boy, we had some ways to talk when we was growing up, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
No purples.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember them days. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, City Slicker Country Boy. Let's see. Janice Twitty, I think I did a video thanking you all for those half-gallon jars that we received. Yes, we did get them.
We did.
Thank you so
much.
We did get those half-gallon jars. We sure did. And I think we talked about it in one of our videos that we did back then too, because jars were like ridiculously priced in the store. They was like, what, five, six something a jar.
When I came through with them jars, Miss H was like, wow. She was so excited.
I was.
So greatly appreciated.
Yes. Okay, now, let's see. No, I have a cookbook, but I don't have a cookbook. I have a binder full of recipes that I have been making like over the years, like since my children were small. And y'all, our oldest son is 36. He'll be 37 years old this year.
Be quiet. Don't be telling people how old we are. I'm just joking.
My bad.
My bad. Just letting it out there.
Did I tell it?
Yeah, you
I'm
did.
telling it too much.
Yeah.
Okay, well, scratch that. Scratch that from the record. Scratch that from the record.
It's in the universe.
So our oldest son, I have recipes from when he was young, when I was coming up with different recipes, because I used to feed my children a certain way, and I didn't like a lot of the stuff and all the stuff that was in these different ingredients. So I just started putting things together myself. And I have recipes from way back then in an old raggedy binder. I had to replace that binder because it was falling apart. I'm telling you, it was old.
Yeah.
So yes, you all, I do have a cookbook, but I don't have a cookbook.
You got an unofficial cookbook.
Unofficial.
She got an unofficial cookbook, y'all.
You can grow Kush out in zone 6. You do have to get those seeds in the ground though, like as soon, look, actually what you need to do is you need to start them indoors. Okay. And I would say start them indoors about 2 weeks prior to the last frost date for your growing area. Okay. And they gonna get big in the house. They are gonna get a little bigger in the house. So make sure whatever you plant them in, don't plant them in no little bitty. I would suggest getting those red solo cups, the biggest ones you can find, and put one seed per cup. because they are going to grow quick, and you do need lights for them. And that way, as soon as that frost is gone, you can get them in the ground. And yes, you can grow that Kush, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Now, you can grow the Kush, y'all.
Now, what do you have here?
I lost the chat again. How come I keep losing this chat? Let me see. Alaska in the house.
Alaska in the house. Man,
I'm telling y'all are so blessed to be able to just go dip net fishing for salmon and snagging salmon and fishing.
Ooh, man.
If only. If only.
If only.
That's the trade-off.
If only it wasn't cold.
I know.
Man.
Okay, let's see. Let me see. Yemrick says we look like we 36. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
But really, you really only old as you think you are.
And
if you think that you're 90 years old, you're gonna act like it.
Yep.
But if you think you're 35, you're gonna act like you're 35.
Yep.
You're gonna move like you're 35.
Yep.
You're gonna have fun like you're 35.
Yep.
I always gotta keep a good, happy spirit about yourself.
Yep. Always awesome, Angela. Says, hello, Soul family. What does okra taste like? It's good.
What okra tastes like? She don't know what okra tastes like?
Elaine Hutton don't know what okra tastes like. She say she in Maryland.
She ain't never had no okra? You ain't never had no okra in Maryland? Oh my God. Well,
ooh, Lord. It's good.
It's really good.
Now, some people don't like it because it has once you cook it, it can get a little slimy. Some people can't get past that. But if you like okra, it ain't gonna bother you too much.
Yeah.
And then you can always fry okra too. So
yeah, okra is good.
Yes, the loofahs are coming back. We didn't even plant loofah this year, and we got volunteers everywhere. We got loofah everywhere outside right now. We didn't even plant. In fact, when our son was cutting the grass, he mowed it down, didn't it?
Yeah, he did. He didn't know what it was.
And it came back.
Yeah.
The loofah was like, oh, we ain't going down like that.
Yeah. The loofah came back.
We ain't going down like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I think this says Ivy Jones 97. Can you grow it in a container, a large container, and it's gonna run everywhere? Okay. Again, if you haven't seen our video, it's gonna go everywhere.
Yeah.
The vines can get up to 25 feet.
Yeah.
Or longer, really.
Yeah.
But it's gonna go everywhere, and it ain't gonna be one vine.
And they can latch on to different things.
And they're gonna hook on to whatever is around them, and they're gonna go wherever they can go. So you can grow it in a container, but you're gonna have to make sure you give it some room.
Yeah. The art of today.
The art of today. Let's see. Hello from Nova Scotia, Canada.
Oh man.
Canada is our number 2 country that watches us the most. I think Australia was number 3. Canada is number 2. And wait a minute. Let me see. Canada was number 2. Oh no. South Africa is number 4. And number 1. Who is number 1?
Australia.
Australia
Canada.
was number 3. Canada was number 2. And South Africa was number 4. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and see.
Yeah.
Good, Tracy. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's right.
Never
get what you can. Get your land and get growing.
Yeah. Never done prepping. See, huh?
Miss Alaska says she's 70 years young. I know that's right.
That's what I'm talking about.
I know. You ought to see my great aunt. She like 96 years old. You ought to see this woman.
Yeah.
She don't be talking like she old.
She still be moving around doing her thing.
She still be look. She goes to the center every single week, and have a great time every week.
Mm-hmm.
She don't be at home. She be in the street.
She get out there and see things.
Thank you, Jean. Thank you, Belinda. Okay, let me see here. Oh, Lord. Did my chat just do some crazy things again?
Yeah, just moved.
I'm not trying to miss y'all's questions and stuff. I'm really trying to answer them. Let's see.
Thank you, Mott Hill. Is that Mott Hill?
Anne Marie B is 91?
Wow.
Is that what you saying? You 91?
Wow. 91 years or young?
I think that's what she's saying. She's 91 years young.
That's what I'm talking about.
I told my children they older than we are.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mott Hill Homestead. I think we are really close neighbors. I would love to visit. I love the citrus trees you have, and of course, everything else. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let me see. Yes, Ray Smith. I didn't include them. The U.S. is automatically number one because the majority of our viewers are here.
Yeah.
But the other channels, the top 3 and top 4, is I was looking at those. Jean is 73. Yes, watch and pray. Mr. H was talking about the days getting shorter. He was talking about that earlier today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that something? The days, the rotation of the earth is moving faster, as they were saying.
Yeah.
Wow, we're speeding up, y'all.
Big Drum from Peoria Heights, Illinois, says his wife introduced him to our content about 4 months ago. Y'all are a hoot. Love your attitudes and your innovative approach to homesteading. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. Did I do my lip right? Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. Go ahead, Janice. That's what I'm talking about. If you see it on sale, get it.
Yeah.
Get it. She got some leg quarters on sale from
Oh,
Aldi.
yeah.
And didn't see a limit.
Oh, yeah. You got to get it when you can.
Yes.
Get it when you can.
Now, y'all, talking about this, getting back to our topic here of the power is in your hands.
Yes.
This is what Mr. H and I just want to make sure I'm not missing like any, questions. Let me see. Mr. H and I were talking about the power is in your hands, right?
Yes.
And that's why we had the seeds here. But also, you all, let me see. Oh, I'm wasting them. I'm just wasting them everywhere. This right here is one of our shishito peppers. And yes, our shishito peppers did get really big.
Yes.
But we left them on the plant a long time too. And you can see how deep red this is, okay? And all I'm gonna do, I don't want the seeds to fall out, but all I'm gonna do is just literally peel this open and take the seeds out and put them on a napkin and leave them out for like 24, 48 hours. And then I'll package my shishito seeds up and then I will have these for next season. Now, the other thing I wanted to show y'all is this. Mr. H was saying the power, I don't want to spill that everywhere, is in your hands. I was processing some eggplant. In that book, Seed to Seed, it tells you how to save eggplant seeds and how you can cut off the bottom of the eggplant and put them in a strainer and kind of clean them up to get all of the excess flesh off. But you all, I don't do mine that way, but I don't know if you all can see all of these seeds that we got, and it's probably not doing it any justice, really.
Let me
But
show.
It's a lot of seeds right there. I don't know if they can see. It's not in view. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see like all of these seeds right here, you all, but we got like tons of seeds from just, and I wasn't even trying to collect that many, okay?
It's a lot of seeds. I know
It
y'all
is.
can't see,
But it's a lot.
but it's a lot.
And this right here, this, it's really deeper on this paper towel than the book. But this seed right here, this will last me for years. I can't plant that many eggplant a season.
And then
Here, I'll take them.
And then off one eggplant, you get so many big eggplants. Like,
yeah. But you probably want to harvest them like when they're a little smaller so they don't be so seedy if you're not trying to catch the seeds from them. But we let ours get really big. They still taste good, but we let them get really big because we did take a lot of seeds from them.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even trying to. I mean, as I was cutting the eggplant up to cook it, I would just take a spoon and literally just run the spoon through the vein where the seeds were. And when I would lift the spoon up, it was just covered in seeds. It was just like 30, 40, 50 seeds on the spoon at that moment. And so you get so many seeds just saving them yourself. Saving them yourself. And like I said, with all of these seeds, you all, there is absolutely no way I will go through all of these seeds in 2, 3, 4 years.
Yeah.
See, this is a lot. This is like, I don't know what to say, but it's a lot of seeds. And this right here, just from 2 eggplant, will last me a very long time.
Yeah,
so
and not to mention, we still got eggplants on the same plant.
We still got more eggplants out there that we have to harvest. I sent eggplant home.
Yeah.
I sent a whole basket of eggplant home.
Yeah.
And I still got more to harvest.
Plenty, yeah. Because
Mr. H wanted to plant all them 1,100 eggplants out there. I don't know why.
Well,
I don't know why. He needed 9,100 eggplant.
Well, we don't need that many now. So
9,100.
I see. Wow, look, I see. So, okay, now she do you know how many times she said that? Probably about 20.
I did.
Yeah.
When was the last time I said it?
When we was out there harvesting, and then when we came back in the house, and then when you was chopping up, when you sent some home. I mean, you kept saying it. She kept saying it all day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, just like,
okay,
I mean, you gotta realize.
I get it.
Okay, you gotta realize we newbies too now. We newbies. We don't know exactly how many.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Yes, we do.
What about peppers?
Because somebody said that all we need is about 4 or 5 plants. We don't need 19.
But surviving? How we know how many gonna survive? So we just did good this time, y'all. She don't like that many eggplants. But
I love eggplant. I just know we don't need 1,100 of them.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay. All right.
We had 1,100 eggplant because he wanted to plant 19 plants. So we ended up with 1,100 eggplant. Even after I sent it home, we still got 1,100 more eggplant out there that we got off. I ain't gonna say it no more after that though. Okay. I'm good now. I think I got it all out. I just want to make sure. 1,100 of them though. But I think we good now. Okay, where were we? Let me see. How do I keep my seeds? So, good question. Now, if you have like old seed packs, I never throw mine away. And then containers like this, I keep these, right? Because I can put my seeds in these little baggies right here, and I can put them in an envelope and save my seeds. And really, that's what I do a lot of times. And I'll just put them in an envelope, write on them what the seed is and the year that I saved them, so I'll know like how old the seed is. Now, I don't really be concerned about my seed being a certain age because the seeds will still be good.
Yeah.
They'll last you for a very, very long time. More than likely, you know, I've had seeds over 10 years old that were still viable, that still produce very well. You know, so I think it depends a lot on how you store those seeds, you know, and making sure they're not like in a hot, you don't want to keep them in a hot location. You want to keep them in a cool, dry place.
And
no
if possible,
moisture.
What about Marlock bags?
Oh, yeah. Now, if you want to put them in like, and that's if you're doing long term. If you're not going to be using those seeds the next season, then you can store your seeds in Mylar bags and seal them, and you can even keep them in the bottom of your freezer. Because you've heard about the seed banks that this government has, right? Underground in like -degree temperatures or something like that in some vault. You've heard about the seed vaults that exist, and they store these seeds in vaults in freezing temperatures to make sure that seed lasts and is available long after whatever happens. Yeah. That they're anticipating will happen, right?
Yeah.
So now, thank you, Twisted Ponies. Twisted Pony says, found y'all from Deep South Homestead. Ms. Wanda was talking about your beautiful singing. Had no idea one could can butter.
Mrs. H was canning that butter.
It's a lot of people didn't know you could can butter. It's a lot of people didn't know that. And believe it or not, when I first started canning butter, I never would tell anybody that I was canning butter because I knew that it wasn't an approved recipe. And I didn't want everybody to be like, you can't can that butter.
Yeah, that's how they get.
It's not approved.
Yeah, you got to find some invisible person behind the wall to approve it. You know, who approves this stuff?
So I never would share it. But then as years went by and we started the channel and all of that, I'm like, I'm sharing this. Yeah. And I did. And now that butter video has over 1 million views, right? So I'm glad I shared it because a lot of people really appreciated that video being shared. So I was happy to share it. But butter canning for me wasn't new then. Yeah. I had been doing it. I just wouldn't tell nobody.
She kept it a secret from y'all.
I kept it. But
she let it out though. She let it out to the super subs. And the super subs took it and ran with it. So now you got butter for the pancakes in case of a hard time. And I'm always talking about pancakes.
We know you let them.
I'm always talking about pancakes and that apple jam, that pineapple jam that you used to have that I took off the shelf.
Tracy says her parent be laughing at us. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Did I miss? How about empty prescription containers? Yeah. If that's what you have and you want to put your seeds in and label it, yeah, that works.
That's a good idea.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
Seal. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Melanie White says, I'm donating some of our seeds to the homeless shelter for raised beds they made this year.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. And that really is really what led into like today's video from earlier, where we talked about big box stores literally throwing seeds in the garbage, right?
Yeah.
And how that really could have been a benefit to so many thousands of people. Because if those seeds could have been donated, perhaps to community gardens, then that would have been seed that they would have had to be able to grow food to feed people in those different communities.
Yes.
So yeah, that is really very disheartening.
It is.
To think that they would rather throw them in the trash for whatever reason. The reason doesn't even matter. Man. For whatever reason, you would rather throw them away than to make them available to those who can be a bigger help to the community when it comes to feeding people.
Yeah.
You have a lot of churches that have gardens on their church grounds, right?
Yeah.
And they grow that food. It don't be just for their members. Sometimes it be for people who cannot afford to buy food. Those seeds could have been donated.
Yeah. And
could have really made a big impact in the community.
Yes.
But that kind of goes to show you when you start dealing with these big companies like this, it's all about $1 for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about the dollar. Yeah, so Randy says seeds can be frozen. Absolutely. Let's see here. Brenda starting a homestead says she keep her seeds in the freezer. His love for us, bought seeds from our websites, very affordable. Absolutely. We're planning to keep it that way as long as we can. You know, the only way it'll change is if they really take the seed prices up like just ridiculously when you order them from different places that do this for where like they plant fields of things to grow, to save the seed, to make the seeds available.
Yes.
You know, so as long as their prices are good, then it makes it easier for small people like us to be able to provide them at an affordable price.
Yes.
So let's see. The cannon police.
Cannon police. Wow.
I always tell people when I get emails and comments about somebody canning something that's not an approved recipe, I always say I am not in the CIA.
Yeah.
I am not in the canning intelligence agency.
Yeah.
And I am not going to be telling nobody what they should and should not can, okay? I feel like everybody makes a decision on their own. You know, hey, I feel like people, you choose.
Let me ask you this
choose.
question, Mrs. H. What do you think about the anti-canners? The people who hate canning. You know, people talk against canning, the anti-canners.
I mean, I don't have anything to say. It's their choice.
Because I talked to somebody that was like, I seen this lady with all this food. What is she going to do with it? I was like, she probably going to can it. And he was getting angry because the woman was canning. I was like, why get angry at her? You should be trying to
doing the same thing.
Doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You should start studying up on certain things instead of, you know, like wondering why this woman is doing this. You know, you got to mind your own business.
And I was going to say that. It's not even his business what she doing.
He was obvious.
It's not even his business what somebody's doing.
He was a person that get mad at somebody for canning. So
yes.
I was like, well, you know, that's not good to even think like that. But
yep.
There you go.
Yep.
You know?
Little Goat Feather says, why does my butter smell like crayons?
Crayons?
I don't know.
Butter smell like crayons.
I don't know. I've never had my butter to smell like crayons before. I'm really not sure. I don't have specific details of the process.
What kind of butter did you get? Did you get
or the brand of butter that you used too?
Yeah. Did you get margarine or did you get
real butter?
Real butter. You gotta get the real butter.
Thank you, Shonda Davis. Thank you, MGT for life. Thank you so much. Winifred Barbara Parks from West Indies.
Oh man, West Indies. Yes.
Beautiful.
Man.
Wait a minute. Sandra says, I started my small container garden. What can I do to help my tomatoes, cucumbers, and my sweet peppers? I started small so I can start slow. Help, please. Well, okay, so I do need more information than that. I don't know what you did. I don't know what soil you used. What kind of fertilizer did you use? Did you use fertilizer? How often are you watering them? How big is your container for these crops? Because some crops have a very deep root system. Tomatoes especially need a nice sized container for the root system to be able to grow and spread out, or they will be stunted. Did you start them from seed or did you buy them as starts? So it's so much information that I need there to be able to give you a better answer, okay? Because, you know, and even in our videos, I like to always refer people back to our videos, our 2020, 2021, 2022 gardening season videos, and actually 2020, especially that one. Because I walk you through step by step on what we do for all of our crops across the board.
Yeah.
We don't do anything different from tomatoes, cucumbers, eggplant, peppers. We plant them all the same. I wish they would stop with these text messages. If y'all watching this live, stop texting me. Cut that. Now, so I really don't do anything different. I do the same thing across the board. Mr. H and I, we keep it so simple. We keep it very, very, very simple.
Yes, we do.
We use rich compost.
Yeah.
You know, that's a key because all of that organic matter has life in it.
Yes.
And if you want a living plant to produce living fruit for you, you have to give it living soil.
Yes.
Okay? Because topsoil is not going to grow your food. It's just dirt.
Yeah.
It's just dirt with no microbes, no healthy bacteria.
Yeah.
No healthy organisms in that soil, no beautiful little bugs that's making that soil richer and richer for you by taking out of it what they need from it and then pooping it back out into the soil like a lot of your earthworms will do for you.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure that soil is alive, and that way you'll get crops that are alive. Yeah. And listen, I don't speak against people who use synthetic fertilizers because it's your choice, but I can't help you if you're using synthetic fertilizers even, because we never use that. I used synthetic fertilizers when I started gardening many moons ago, until an old farmer told me better.
Yes. And
when I learned better, I immediately got rid of all of the synthetics. And it was all organic fertilizers from there. And that's all I have done. Like, what else do we do besides that?
That's it. You know,
nothing else.
Mrs. A said, okay, you go ahead and load the truck up and you get the fertilizer from a certain... compost. I mean, from a certain area. And I kept making trips because the soil condition was so bad.
Sandy soil is what we got here.
It was so bad
in Georgia.
So I just kept getting loads of that, and we put it down, and it broke down pretty good.
It did, and it took time to build this soil. Yeah. Because like Mr. H said, when we got this is nothing but sand out here, right? And we literally had to build soil. Yeah. And we did it by adding just compost and leaves. Yeah. I mean, we even had leaves tilled into the ground. Yeah. We had enough leaves on our property, but we went to our neighbors. We were collecting their leaves. Yeah. And we just were spreading them all over the ground, and we tilled the leaves into the ground to try to, push some organic matter into all of that sand. And then we added compost, and then as time went on, we kept adding our chicken manure and all of that. And now when you reach down into that soil, it's just beautiful black growing soil. It's just gorgeous.
Yes, it is.
And it took us 3 years to get it like that. Yeah. 3 years because we started with nothing but sand.
Yeah. But you can get, like, if you start out, you can build you a nice big size raised bed. And add it to that,
Regina says, hold on one second, I missed something. I did miss something. Hey, Thomasina.
You mispronounced somebody's name?
No, that's her name. I be trying not to say her name like that, though.
Oh, okay.
But I just love her name, so I always call her name. Yeah. Hey, Tommy Bites Homestead. Oh, my goodness. Let me see. So Sandra says she used Miracle Grow fertilizer. So Sandra, I never used Miracle Grow. I can't really tell you about it because I don't use that. I don't care that the bags say organic. If it's got Miracle Grow on the label, I don't even touch it. I don't touch it. In fact, our fertilizers are simple. Blood meal, bone meal, that's it. and some worm castings if we get our hands on it. But that's pretty much all we use. And then, like, if we wanted to water some crops to give them an extra boost of nitrogen, instead of adding more blood meal, because it is like a granule or a powder, we'll get that 511, that fish emulsion. And we'll put a cap of that in our gallon waterers, and we'll water it into our plants if we feel like we need to do that for them. But because we put such a hefty dose of the blood meal and the bone meal down in the hole when we're planting, we don't fertilize any more the entire growing season. Once we get that down in that hole, that is a wrap. We make sure that they have water, but we don't do anything else, and we get a massive harvest.
Yes, we
off
do.
of whatever we plant. You see, Mr. H got his 5,100 eggplant. Oh, I said it again.
Yeah.
My bad.
See,
I wasn't supposed to say that no more.
Stop, y'all.
I wasn't supposed to say that no more. But Mr. H got his eggplant, and you know, we just do it. We do it as simply as possible, you all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. So Girl Talk with Tia says, what kind of foods do you recommend for a beginner wanting to grow something inside of a small apartment? So now Girl Talk, okay, so Tia, let me ask you, do you have a window where it can get like at least 6 hours of sun? And if you do have something that can get 6 hours of direct sun, then you can grow things like lettuces, you can grow bunching onions, you can grow herbs, whatever kind of herbs that you may like, right? So you do have some choices for growing indoors.
So tomatoes would be too big.
Not that they would be too big, but you can do like determinate varieties of tomatoes. Again, this is with it getting full sun, but you got to remember that there are some plants, some crops that like heat as well. Not a ton of heat, you know, not like what we got right now, but they love heat. They like being out in the heat. So you do have to keep that in mind as well. So that's why I'm saying like little basic things. If you have a patio or a balcony or something like that, then you might be able to put them out like, you know, on a patio or a balcony. But you can always grow some herbs and things like that inside.
Yeah, but on the outside, if she got enough room, she can grow some things. If you got a little small,
she's in an apartment.
Okay, so no yard in the front or back.
I'm not sure.
If you got any room that's in the front or the back, you can get you some pots and you can grow some stuff.
Regina Dolores says, at Homestead Heart, what brand of soil should be used for container gardening? Also purchase seeds from your site. Thank you so much. Now, when it comes to soil for container gardening, I always suggest getting what your money can afford, okay? But if possible, I like buying the Kellogg's potting mix. It's really good. In fact, I use that for seed starting.
What about a bag of black cow?
Well, that's mostly compost, though.
So she can put.
She don't want to just plant like in black cow.
Yeah.
That's like an additive. But if you want to do like, you know, containers and stuff, if that's what you're asking, I would get the Kellogg's organic potting mix. And then you can always add, depending on the size of your pot, like Mr. H was saying, that black cow manure.
Yeah, you can just mix some of that in there,
add a little bit of that in because that stuff is wonderful.
Yeah.
It is absolutely wonderful. Casings 55 said they saw carts full of seeds being taken off the shelves.
Oh man, carts?
In Ohio, carts full, but she didn't know what they were going to do with them. Wow.
There's something going on with the seeds.
Hey, Kodiak from Louisiana. Okay, now. Yeah, for that clay soil, you might need some gypsum to put down for that clay to kind of help bust that up. And then you're going to have to really be heavy with some organic matter to kind of start building soil when you're talking about clay. Because we have clay.
Yeah,
Okay, we have clay as well, you all. Oh, okay. Okay, baby. So we have clay as well. Mr. H is going to go and take care of the evening chores. I didn't realize it was so late. But he's going to take care of the evening chores. So it's just us. Come on, did I lose the chat again? Okay. So yes, let's see. Oh, Frankie H made a great point when it comes to mixing a solution of peroxide and water. That helps to kill those fungus gnats, those little gnats that be inside of your soil, your potting, especially if you're going to bring them indoors. Please spray something, because you will probably never want to garden again if you have a house full of gnats. So that was a very good point. Thank you, Frankie H. Okay, now let's see. Regina Dolores. I will get Kellogg's to add to my indoor compost bin, or should I only use Kellogg's? I'm not clear on your question. If you're talking about for putting it in your containers for planting, you can just put the Kellogg's in there. You can just put the Kellogg's in there. In fact, I'm finna do a video on that. I'm about to do a video on that right now. Well, not right now, but this week I'm going to do a video on that, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about because I'm going to be doing this in containers. So I'm going to show you exactly what I mean this week. So please stay tuned for that video, because I'm going to be planting some things using that Kellogg's potting mix and a little bit of that black cow Mr. H was talking about. So I'm going to show that. I'm going to share that with you. Okay. Now let's see. Enough Said says they have a beautiful compost bin with red wigglers. Somehow fire ants got in, don't know how. Okay, this is what you're going to have to do. You need to start making another compost bin, or I don't know what you're using for your red wigglers, but you need to go on and make another one right away. Make another one. Go ahead and get, you're going to have to go and add some coffee grounds and all, to go on and get it started again. And then you're going to have to take your red wigglers that's inside of your compost, if you have a sifter of some kind, and you're going to have to dump them in there. You're going to have to literally sift them. It's not going to hurt them, but you're going to have to get the ants out. Okay? They will eventually kill your worms. So you're going to have to get the ants out of there. Okay? So you're going to have to sift them. If you have like a garden sifter or just something that you can dump all of that compost out, your worms will fall onto the sifter. The ants are small. They're going to be everywhere. But you're going to be able to dump them and shake them off too. And then you'll be able to literally pick up your worms a few at a time and put them in their new home. Okay? In their new home. And then that compost, I don't know if you're in a house or in an apartment or what, but you'll be able to put them in their new home. Now, do you throw the other stuff away? No, you're going to keep that. Whatever container you put it in, you're going to keep it. If you got some cinnamon or something like that, you're going to sprinkle that cinnamon all over that compost. Those ants will be gone by morning. They'll be gone by morning because they hate that stuff. Don't use anything, like you said, that would harm the red wigglers. You don't want to do that. but you're gonna have to get rid of them in order to save your worms. Okay, I've had that happen to me before, and that's what I did, and the worms were fine. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Tia, you can buy seeds with food stamps, and maybe that's why they're throwing them away, because they don't want people to buy them with food stamps. Let's see. Kelly, you're growing potatoes in containers in a bag of some sort. I'm understanding. Yes, we grow potatoes every year, and I do have potatoes that I need to harvest right now. Shame on me. But I do have potatoes that I need to harvest. I've grown them in 17-gallon tubs, and I've grown them in raised beds and in the ground. But that was an accident when I did it in the ground. I left them in there because I didn't think they was going to grow. And lo and behold, we had tons of them. The only thing I would say, like, if you're going to grow in a container, make sure you fertilize them well, okay? Make sure you fertilize them well. And potatoes don't like soggy soil. You do need to water them, but they don't like to be sitting in soggy, sappy soil, okay? So keep that in mind. But hopefully you put in some good fertilizer before you planted them, like lots of blood and bone and old manure, like that black cow manure we was talking about. They love all that rich organic matter and good fertilizer. And then after that, you just plant them. And I don't know if you're growing a determinate or an indeterminate variety of potato, but if you're growing an indeterminate variety, make sure you're constantly healing that up so the potatoes can continue to grow. Okay? And if you're growing a determinate variety, just plant them, bury them, and that's it. No healing involved in that. Okay? Now let's see. Well, at least we don't. We just cover them up with the soil, and then we put some old hay over the top and let them do what they're going to do. And our determinate varieties that we're growing are Yukon Gold potatoes. Okay, let's see. My Tennessee home, my goat, Nina, is so stubborn. She's a stubborn girl, goat. And she don't want me milking her. Oh, but I'm going to. I'm going to. She just may as well get over it. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Dragon Queen probably won't be until November, December. Probably won't be until November, December. Okay, now let's see here. Thank you, Tummy Bites. Have a great night. Now, the cinnamon ain't going to kill them. It'll just make them leave. It's not going to kill them. But it will probably run them off. I ain't never seen them kill the ants. They just run away from it. But it don't really kill them. Not in my experience. It has never killed them. Let's see. I know I'm missing a lot of questions, y'all. I know I am. I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying my best to keep up. Let's see. What do you need to be planting in Middle Georgia? What do you like? What do you like to eat? You can do some early girl tomatoes. I don't know if you already got eggplant going like we do, but I literally can. If I wanted more eggplant, I could literally take a cutting from the eggplant and root it and still have eggplant growing. And I can even overwinter it, right? I ain't gonna do that. I ain't doing that. Woo, I don't want to see another eggplant this year. Woo. Let's see. It just depends on what you like. You could, like, we've already started all of our brassicas. We are doing lettuces and all that, and I'm gonna take your long, herbs like basil, thyme, oregano, dill, cilantro. You can do those as well. Do you shift all your soil? Are you saying, do we sift it? Or do we? No, we don't sift it all. No, we don't. Miss Sandra Brown, you can still use PayPal. You can still use PayPal, but you just have to choose the option to put your card number in, and PayPal will accept the payment, but you don't actually have to have an account with them, if that's what you're asking. Okay, so I think that's all of the questions. Now, y'all, I want y'all to keep something in mind when you're growing food, okay? There's not a one size fits all. You really have to do what works best for you and your area. Mr. H and I have found what works for us here in Georgia. But I can assure you the way that we garden here is not the way I could garden when we had the garden in Colorado, or when growing food in Louisiana. There were things that were a little bit different than here. It was easier for me to grow food in Louisiana than it was in Colorado, and easier here than in Colorado because the growing season was much shorter. In fact, my friend, my beautiful, beautiful friend from DC has a beautiful garden going in DC, and growing some beautiful vegetables right now. But the growing season is so short, so she has to be very selective on what she grows and when she plants them. Right? Because it'll be snowing in Denver before you know it. So just keep in mind, it's really not a one size fits all. You do what works for you. And if it works for you, do that. And if it don't work for you, then do something else until you figure it out, right? You don't have to be a gardenologist to grow food. You don't have to have a master's degree in nothing to grow food. Our great-grandparents didn't have that. Right? They didn't have that, but they just had the wherewithal to want to grow their own groceries, and that's what they did. And they didn't need to go to anybody's college or university to get some degree to give them permission to do so. They did it, and they did it very well. And that's exactly what we're doing now. That's what everybody is doing. We're taking the knowledge that we have, and we are growing our own food the best we can. And that's all you have to do. And a lot of things will be trial and error, and that's okay. It's okay for things not to grow perfectly the first time around. It's okay for mistakes to be made. It's okay. That's perfectly okay. Just learn from them and do things differently the next time around. Okay? All right? Yeah. So just remember, you don't have to be a farmologist. All right? You just need a little bit of knowledge and the desire to do it. And do some reading, do some research, do some studying, do some whatever. But do the best you can with where you are, with what you have. And you don't have to try to do things like everybody else is doing it either, right? And you don't even have to do it on a massive scale, even if you're just working with a little patio. That's wonderful. Work with your patio. That's wonderful. If you have a really small backyard, work with that small backyard. That's wonderful. If you have 30 acres, that's wonderful. Work with your 30 acres. The point is, do the best you can with what you have where you are. The point is, learn to grow your groceries. Okay? That's the whole point. So now I think that is everything. Did I miss anything? I don't think I did. Hands in the dirt. Hands in the dirt is in the house. Now, I did start some onion seeds a few days ago. And I think somebody said, you know, because of the age of the onion, to be careful because they may not germinate. And I'm going to tell you, all them onion seeds are up right now. All of them in just a short amount of time. Just a few days, they're already up. They are up. And that just goes to show you, right? Seeds can last you a long time. My brassicas are up. They're up. And y'all saw me when I planted them. Y'all saw me when I planted them, and they're up right now. Yes, they are. So you all, it's just get that garden going. If you've never started anything from seeds before, practice. It's okay. Plant them seeds. And if they don't germinate, why? Figure that out. Did you let the soil get a little bit too dry? What happened? What happened? Did you bury them too deep? What happened? Figure it out and do it again. Start again. But y'all can, look, y'all, you can do it. You really can. Like I said, we keep things like really simple. We do our best to keep it simple. And God has never failed in his blessings to us. He has never failed in delivering for us. You understand? So yeah, we're just sharing with you our journey, okay? Now, let's see. Making sure I ain't miss nobody else. Yes, they are already up. All of them. All of them are up. All of them are up. Let's see. All right, y'all. So if there are no other questions, that's right, Capri Woods. Keep trying. If you're starting seeds and you're starting them outside, make sure you got them in a shady spot, okay? Don't put them in the sun. Don't put them in the sun. It's too hot for that. Put them in a shady spot and give them the best chance at germinating and growing, okay? Thank you, Unicorn Lady. And I say those things, you all, because sometimes people feel like they just can't do something unless they got all kind of titles behind their name, right? Unless they got all kind of letters. But Jesus never had a letter behind his name. He wasn't Dr. So-and-so and so-and-so graduated from the University of so-and-so, right? He just did his father's work. He just went about his father's business, right? He wasn't a man with letters. He just went about his father's business. That's it. And that's what we do. That's what we do. Okay, love chat, you gotta go. Don't come back in here. We ain't about that life over here. Okay, bye. Please get rid of them. Let's see. All right. Okay, so Liz say, let me grab my tambourine. Girl. All right, y'all, if that is nothing else, Mr. H is already outside doing them evening chores. My little Nina will not allow me to milk her. We got a milking machine for her now because she didn't want me touching her little teats, right? And so we got a milking machine for her. And I'm trying to ease her into that because that sound, she can't stand it. When that sound kick in, she be trying to figure out, look, what is this, and get this away from me right now, right? So we're trying to, be patient with little Nina. We really is. We're trying to be very patient with her because we love our little goat. So we're trying our best to have some patience with her. Yes, we are live. Oh, Joanna. We finna talk about that too. Yep. We're going to talk about that too, Joanna. Whew. All right, y'all. Free press, I know. They got those little hobble things that I can get to put on her legs, and I'm going to try that. A part of me just feels like I don't want to be mean, but I'm going to try it, though. I got to do something. Oh, I'm so sorry, Joyce. I am so sorry. But our thoughts and prayers are certainly with you, all of you. All of you. That's right, Dr. Shaniva Early. Goat cheese is the best. I would love to find out. Thank you, James Parrish. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Make sure you mix that bone meal in the soil. All right. Thank you so much. Bahamas is in the house. Hi, Edwards Homestead. Black's Tropical Homestead is in the house. Thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. Remember, y'all, the power is in your hands, right? The power is in your hands. Take these seeds. Save them. Save these seeds. This is power right here that sits in your hands. Look, the power's in your hands. It's all in your hands. See, this means I don't have to depend on anybody to feed me. This means I can feed myself. I can feed my family, my children, my grandbabies. I can feed my own family. The power lies right here in my hands. The only thing I need other than this is the help of God. I don't need nothing else. I don't need nothing else except for, your basic stuff. You got to do what you got to do. But the power really is in your hands. It really is, y'all. We don't have to depend on these other stores. We really don't. If they want to throw their seeds in the trash and not have them to be a help for other people, well, you know what? Okay, fine. I'll save my own seeds then. And I never buy my seeds from you. I'll just go ahead and save my own then. Right? So, absolutely. So, y'all, that's going to do it. That's going to do it for this video. I want to say thank you to everybody who came in with us tonight to show us some love and support. Thank you to all of our beautiful moderators for the night. We sure appreciate every last one of y'all's. Every last one of you, we appreciate y'all so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for everybody who sent us things. We did pick up some packages today from the post office. So thank y'all so much for the beautiful things that you all have shared with us. We really appreciate it. All of your cards and letters, and we really appreciate it all. Okay. All right, y'all. If there is nothing else, we're going to call it a night. We're going to call it a night. Thank y'all so much for watching Homestead Heart. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, y'all. Peace and blessings, and we're going to see y'all in the next video. Y'all have a good night. Thank you, Cass. Good night, y'all.